So many experts say that there are parallels, as we were just hearing, between this and potentially the Unabomber case. Ted Kaczynski's bombs killed 3 and injured 23 others over a span of nearly 20 years. He was finally caught in 1996 by my next guest, James Fitzgerald, retired FBI profiler and forensic linguist, who is the subject of Discovery's Channel series Manhunt Unabomber. In addition to the Unabomber case, he worked on the JonBenet Ramsey case as well. So you have a ton of experience with this sort of thing, sir. This person's apparently pretty adept at what they're doing. They did in a short period of time. They've already killed 2 people and injured 2 others.
Bombers who aren't adept, Martha, they blow themselves up beforehand. So this guy obviously has done some practicing. He's gone out to the fields, into the woods somewhere, and he's worked on these devices before. This didn't happen overnight where he got mad, 2 weeks ago, made a couple bombs, and he's done with. This took a while to put these things together. The anger and frustration was there for a while, and I know that's what the investigators are looking at right now.
How would you work to solve this case, Jim?
The first thing I would do is look at victimology. Obviously, the crime scene's important. They have to go over every single piece of evidence found there. Then they have to look at the victims, and that's what your previous guest was just saying. Every aspect of them. They need to get a Venn diagram, computerized scheme of some sort, where every single aspect of these persons' personal, professional, business lives is brought about. Email connections, Facebook types of posts. Everything has to be looked at. Then perhaps there's somebody in there that will come to the surface. But also with the Unabomber, he never bombed people he knew. They were representational targets. They were people that bothered him because of their existence or what company or what ideology they represented.
And usually in these kind of situations, there's writing, some sort of manifesto, correct?
Well, if not a manifesto, at least a letter or 2 claiming responsibility, saying why the person did it. And that's unusual in this case so far. Bombers are, you may not like them for killing people, whatever, but they can be proud people, and they have messages they want to get across. And I'm not condoning at all what he did, just like I didn't with Ted Kaczynski. But you think at some point a letter would be written saying, here's why I did. Maybe it's a philosophical or ideological reason. Maybe it is personal. But if the person puts that out there, he'll certainly get any message he's trying to tell across to the public. And maybe it'll make some sense, although the taking of life never, of course, makes sense.
Yeah. In terms of what you would tell the police and the investigators at this point, anything that you're sort of taking away here?
Well, it was a team effort that caught the Unabomber. It's going to be a team effort that catches this guy. There are obviously some patterns developing. It's sort of an I-35 corridor on the east side of the interstate there. It's going from north to south, and there's all kinds of, potential geographic issues in there. Interesting, serial bombers tend to usually be white males, and murders are usually committed intra-racially. So we have sort of some conflicting statistics here, which may, make this case a little bit more difficult to resolve.
You'll come back, Jim, as we try to solve this case. Thank you very much. Good to have you here tonight.